In India, more than 90% of the total workforce constitute the unorganized workers. And when we look at the total workforce of women in India also, it is more than 90%. In Nagaland, the picture is no different. It is the same. And when we talk of the unorganized sector workers, a lot of the women in Nagaland are engaged in farming, they are engaged in home-based work such as weaving, they are also engaged in vending in the towns and cities. The participation of women in street vending livelihood is very high in Nagaland, and particularly in the districts of Dimapur, Kohima. One can see that a lot of these women are from diverse communities who have migrated to the cities to earn their livelihood.
It's a supermarket khula 25 years we jaise aro poila to manu na thake na hi jaise olepe ite to market to bisham profile ko na jaise
yete vendors kana haro all over Nagaland bra hai ase aro karbe alo Assam so bhai na yete boi aro vendor ekdam 90% mai gane ase aro 80% vegetable vendor to aman nakamanu local man hai ase non local to all of here
Samhadi anyo ko thekaya sa kanya siya to ko am happy phedi kanya sidi onyo ki ko thekaya da ashisle ba so kanya sidi onyo thekebe lesser leski fi ko tsa lesser ma ko tsa ke here about the kini ko tsa sai ho chakhe chang hunum phasya ja nyo ko char khadi nyo ko bu phere pangul le to bang me to ko nyo ko ke test ja ko sai ja ur menga cheba ya.
At the outset, I'd say that they are part of the city and they would always form a part of the social fabric of our city. My apprehension of the KMC is that we do not have the facilities for them. We would have to undertake some drives to clear them of the streets because primarily they would be sitting on the public footpath. The other fact remains that they would often litter and dirty the city. So my concern for them is more than the actual eviction that we undertake. We have tried to facilitate them by giving them a space in KJK market. Although the structures are not permanent, it is not because we do not want to give them good facilities, but we also have our own constraints, fund constraints. Although they seem to be struggling at the moment, they are never away from our plans.
Where bazaar is bigara 16 years running ase aro market sab milaina 7 years ase aro ekta gone increase na jayas aro pi school be thingat kan do na buge oni upai nai bazaar yana nu go ina buge daro khori do khawlin da haw jay mala kaw di ki uri be na sane do मैं आज मुला पचान के खिलावले पारे ना पारे एक तो आज ना दिबुली पारे ना पारे तो लादे फोकस ग्राम तो नीचे लगा होला तो कोई सब्जी भी नहीं.
It was in the year 2012 when Northeast Network with another NGO based in Dimapur called Exotic Eco Society, we came together and organized a discussion in Dimapur on street vendors policy, and also that was the first time when we started to understand the issue of unorganized women workers in the informal sector. Following the discussion, we have organized the women to come together under the umbrella called the Self-Employed Women's Association. Self-Employed Women's Association is an organization of poor self-employed women workers. We are now spread in 3 districts of Nagaland in Dimapur, Kohima and Phek. These members also belong to 3 trade categories as of now: the agricultural producers, the vendors, and the weavers. This also made us realize that we need to look more deeply into their issues to understand the different kind of challenges and problems they are facing in their lives and livelihoods. Main objectives of Sewa is to develop visibility for these women workers in the informal sector. It is also to augment their income, help the women negotiate for their rights and entitlements. It is also to see that their livelihoods are safeguarded and protected.
Kehira che Sewa members ogeza Grace City Ser Meseboba Hego Sewa Union Peshikeri ki street vendors go zedi matse gereto chegeza sucha
Besides the super infrastructures that might come up, we will ensure that there is facility available for our local vendors. We are pursuing, initiating at the moment. We've just made certain blueprints wherein we send our proposal to the donor ministry. So one way or the other, that KJK market area would be developed. And in that also, a floor, a level would be reserved for our street vendors. So Shiri, Jihugo Kemeto Boliro, Tetra vending zones, Bamugadala, Tikel market, Nushiri, Chisula, Kemijis, says the vendors go.
Supermarket vendors can man aigna ete bozar kuriya se bolebe letren bin nai pisap probole taka bin nai eto karne ete kiman nati khana se makan chibian office te aigna pisap kuriya se ete letren kuriya se eto government to moram kore ne to site le pisap phalo.
It is our hope and vision that the Self-Employed Women's Association Nagaland will become a very strong union very soon, and that the women members themselves will be leading this organization, and they will take up issues of their own and collectively address them, and that they will be able to realize their rights